So, Betsy, what do you think about the spring market?
We're going to answer that question in just a second, but aren't you guys excited? We're here at the agency's Virginia Beach office coming at you with the No BS
Bar.
Play together, work together.
So join us.
Let's have a great time. Whoa, this bar is great. You know, how many real estate offices do you know that have a full-fledged bar in them? So it's one thing we built in because, you know, one thing we like to do here, we like to just socialize a little bit, get to know our agents and get to know our clients. But, you know, we're moving into spring, so what do you think the market's going to do, Bets?
All right, so here's what I think. So inventory is still extremely low, but the buyers are coming back in because interest rates, as we have seen, are starting to drop. And I do believe that in the spring, interest rates are going to drop even more, which we know is going to bring that market of buyers in at full force. And with the inventory still really low, we're going to start to see those multiple offers come back in. We're going to see those over asking. Unfortunately, a lot of people start waiving those home inspections, which I cannot stand. I prefer at least an informational only offer on a home inspection. And we're going to see that competition. So if I were you, I'd go ahead and try and get in now when you can at least get maybe a little bit higher of an interest rate, but you're going to get a better deal on a house. So if you're smart, you'd go ahead and get in right now, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. You know, we always are talking to buyers and sellers, and the sellers are always thinking, well, if I wait a little bit longer, I might get for my house. But you know what? That also means if you're a seller and you're buying, whether you're buying here or buying in another area, you're also going to have to compete. And the biggest reason sellers haven't come on the market is because A, interest rates were higher than what they were currently at, and B, they didn't have any inventory that they wanted to go to.
Right.
So, you know, if you keep waiting, those sellers are now going to have to compete. And quite often, sellers are moving up. So if you're competing at an even higher price, that percentage means you're really going to pay more by waiting. So, you know, they need to get into the market before the rush does. We always tell them that this time of year, that January, February is really a good time to come into the marketplace.
Right, and we're seeing more of our savvy buyers, I feel, jump in now because they are getting, some of their closing costs paid for. We're seeing that they're getting those full home inspections with items done on those home inspection lists. So a lot of people are jumping in now, and we are seeing the market start to get extremely active again. So I would go ahead and jump in. And we are getting some great inventory in. I mean, I have, I think, about 17 listings about to go live. So it is crazy. So I'd go ahead and get in now versus waiting.
Yep. And, you know, the cost of waiting, we've always said, there's no crystal ball, but there is a cost of waiting on the marketplace, whether it's a cost in increase in price, it's a cost in, nobody can predict the interest rates. We think they're going to go down some. Every economic indicator and most of the economists that specialize in the real estate industry say it's going to go down. Typically in an election year, we see that. But at the same time as the interest rates go down, we definitely have a built-up buyer demand. And that built-up buyer demand,
and here's
they're just all going to come in.
If you lose 1/4 to 0.5% interest rate, but you go into a bidding war and pay $25,000 to $50,000 over, what did that really save you?
Yeah, that's a loss.
Yeah.
So, you know, what you want to do is get in and get in now.
I agree. That's our prediction.
Talk to you soon. Next time at the No BS Bar.